Luke, so great to see you. I am doing fantastic. And how are you? How have you been holding up in the pandemic? I see the nice stash happening.
Yes, well, I neglected to shave this morning, so
It's okay. I don't
I
mind.
wake up with it every day. I shave before bed, and then it shows up.
It's a miracle.
Yes, it's not quite a mask, but I'm getting there.
How's everything been going with you?
Altogether pretty well. We're sort of practicing our exercises of gratitude all the time.
Yes.
It's all a challenge, as everybody knows.
Yeah.
So, but altogether living a fairly charmed existence. New York is very different, as I'm sure everywhere is, but because what we rely on so much in living here is the sort of excitement and hum and buzz of the city, and that's just not present at the moment. So
yeah. Well, I'm Toronto, and it's the same thing. And I mean, not as grand scale as New York, because boy, do I ever miss my trips to Broadway. I can tell you that big time. And for you were on Broadway. Kind of, it ended just before your run ended, just before the pandemic. Was that influenced because of the pandemic, or it was just a short run?
No, I worry that we were the cause of it.
Oh, please, come on.
No, it was a short run. It was at the Park Avenue Armory, which is just this incredible, vast space. I mean, it's something like 40,000 square feet. So
amazing.
A very sort of a big theatrical. I'm just going to tighten my whatever that thing is.
You're good.
Yeah, the play was Judgment Day. Really kind of a heavy mid 20th century Austrian piece by Odan von Horvath, and sort of reflecting on accountability and responsibility and guilt and shame and all the things that we are extra confronted with now. But yeah, no, it was actually a lucky thing to get to finish it the way that we did, because I know that so many people have endured incredible heartbreak around employment.
Absolutely. I think the last time we sat down to speak in person was for the Last Waltz, like this last.
Oh yeah, Take This Waltz.
Take This Waltz. Sorry, Take This Waltz. Last Waltz. Yeah, Take This Waltz.
The Last Waltz was also. I was also there.
I know you were. I know you were.
Thanksgiving concert.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. But unbelievable, and I think, holy mackerel, boy, has your life ever changed since then? A lot has happened to you, my friend. First off, let's talk about Little Voice, first of all, because I'm really loving that series. I binged the whole thing. I really enjoyed it. And, to work on a show like that, the music is all Sarah Bareilles, fabulous musician, songwriter, everything. And then to play this kind of smarmy, should we call him smarmy producer?
Yeah.
Did you have fun with that?
Yeah.
Expand.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah.
I did have fun. It was obviously the story of, Bess is sort of, she's the kind of it's that story that's we all relate to, that's so compelling. Like, as you set out into the world, you are sort of doomed to encounter monsters, and this guy is a bit of a cyclops, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. It's in varying degrees, of course. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about him. I think he means well, but of course, that sounds like it wouldn't hold up in court.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it was really fun. Jesse Nelson called me up and we talked about the role and sort of the dynamics of it, and the kind of, we didn't want to just play it solely as a monster. We kind of want to have it be have some kind of balance. And so, yeah, we went for it, and it was a blast.
Yeah, and working with Brittany, oh my God, that girl is so talented.
Yeah, she's incredible. I was so captivated by her and Colton. You know, they were the two that I got to listen to sing the most.
Yes.
And I wasn't especially familiar with Sarah's work, say for the stuff that I, you know, hear in like coffee shops. Or coffee, let's call them coffee malls.
Coffee malls, yes.
But I was so taken with the sound. I mean, it's just such beautiful kind of harmonies and stuff. So, and these, you know, these, I would call them kids singing. It's such a charm to get to sit back and listen to. All I had to do was kind of, you know, twirl my proverbial mustache. And
absolutely. Well, you know, you did a good job, because I was kind of on the fence about him too. I wasn't sure if he was like all out smarm man or if he was okay, you know. So yeah, you did a good job with that. And then of course there's that fabulous show, oh my God, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Congratulations last year on winning that Emmy.
Thank you.
And now you are nominated again. Fantastic. I mean, seriously, Luke, how much fun do you have playing Lenny Bruce? Holy mackerel, you really nabbed him. But I do have to say you are a much better looking Lenny Bruce than the real Lenny Bruce. Just have to
I'll
put that out there.
To pass that on to him.
No, but seriously, playing that guy?
He and I will share the adulation.
What kind of prep did you have to do to play him? Like, did you really dive into watching him on stage? And I mean,
yeah, of course, you kind of try to sort of, you know, you have to, you know, swallow a bucket of bolts to spit out a nut is an old proverb of mine. And so, yeah, I just got to go into it. Thankfully, it's really, so, you know, he's so fascinating.
Yeah.
And there is, you know, an incredible amount of record on him, especially his live recordings. There's not so much with him live visually. There's a couple of the Steve Allen things. And, but yeah, no, I just sort of dove in and, you know, it's all like flinging mud and hoping that things stick. So it really feels lucky that, you know, that anyone is watching or caring.
Are you kidding? It's probably one of the most popular shows out there right now. I mean,
it's really incredible.
Yeah, it really is fabulous. Just the look of it and everybody and working with Rachel. I mean, she's brilliant. She's brilliant in that role as Midge.
Yeah, no, she's tremendous. She really is tremendous. And I kind of feel like, you know, all of my work on the show is with her almost entirely. And I do feel like, you know, the best work anyone does is a reflection of the people around them. And so really, you know, she's a huge component of anything that that I do that leans towards good.
Yeah, when you originally signed on to do that show, was Lenny, like, did you know that he was going to be continuing on in the series, or was it something that people were just responding to and then they wrote you in more?
I haven't, you know, asked. I mean, I didn't know. There was no conversation about, like, you know, there wasn't the thing of like, oh, we're going to, you know, you're going to be part of the show for a long time. It sort of did feel like when we did the pilot that it was meant to be a one-off.
Right.
It's sort of like, you know, this vapor spirit of Lenny Bruce appears. But yeah, for whatever reason, they seem to like a dynamic and have brought me back so much. And it's just been awesome. Just awesome.
Oh, I love watching you. Do you think Midge should have gone back to his hotel room?
I think that I think had it been a hotel, see, it was a motel.
Motel, yeah.
And I think that had it been a hotel, they might have stood a better chance because there would have been, you know, the elevator ride.
Good point.
Which is really where, you know, all important decisions are made.
So true. So true. Just to quickly, I want to ask you, you've got a movie coming out, coming whenever, Percy, directed by Clark Johnson. Amazing.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that. Wow. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that was, we shot that in Winnipeg a while back. It's based on a true story about Percy Schmeiser, a farmer who,
Canadian farmer, yeah.
Canadian farmer from Saskatchewan who had an incredible journey sort of trying to, well, speaking of going up against, a Goliath, goes up against a giant corporation and sort of, addressing, all of the dynamics of modernity.
Yeah.
A farmer trying to hold on to his land is, it's crazy that we haven't figured that out, but it's
seriously,
still a story in our world, and frighteningly getting kind of more confounding and maybe worse. So, but it was really fun. Chris Walken plays Percy, and Roberta Maxwell plays his wife, and Martin Donovan is in, just like great actors, and it made for a really exciting couple early autumn months to spend in Winnipeg.
Before the winter set in. Smart,
yes,
Clark. Smart.
Before, I think it's around October 12 that things always seem to. Every time I've been there, around October 12, everything goes, and I flee.
Listen, this is going to be airing on CH Morning Live in Hamilton, where of course you were born. Any family? Anybody you want to say hi to?
I'd say hi to everyone. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I think my sister's away right now, so.
Okay, well, it'll be online, so she can check it out anytime. So you can say, yeah.
Yes, I really miss you, and I'm sorry.
I want to ask you something. How important is it, because you just did this film with Clark, how important is it for you to keep your toes still dipping in Canadian film, Canadian TV, that kind of stuff,
I mean, my experiment with this work has never been really about, it's always been about kind of the imagination, and sort of the freedom that can kind of grant anybody, and in some ways it sort of is free of the tether of nationhood, or sometimes even earthlyhood, or it's a really kind of it's a bit more of a cosmic exercise to me. So I don't know that it's like, I can't sit here and honestly say like it's the most important thing, but it feels so good to get to do it. And whenever I get to come home, I'm just, there, how it can be. There's something about location that I find really speaks to the pulse of the heart. There's something about geography that is very special. So anytime those opportunities do arise, I'm just thrilled. The only thing is that I know I'll have to sort of go through that pull of the heartstrings. That's always part of this long journey.
Well, listen, thank you so much for everything. Thank you for your time today. It's such a pleasure. I always love talking to you. And fingers crossed for your a second Emmy. You'll have bookends on your shelves, which will be fantastic. But you really are so wonderful in everything you do. And thank you so much for your time. Look, I really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's great to see you, and hang in there, and hoping for seeing you in person someday soon.
Yes, I'm going to hold you to that. We'll go to the coffee mall together, and we'll have a coffee.
I love a coffee mall.
Okay. I love it. Thank you, Luke. Take care. Bye.
Yeah, you